When you're camping off-grid, you have to be careful about water usage, and normally that means no showers. But last year I went to the Van Expo, which was a really cool event, and we found a solution. So we can actually take showers every day if we want to, and it uses a fraction of the water. We ended up purchasing the Geyser EcoShower Half Kit. Now, I was extremely skeptical about this, but Greg ended up hauling me down to the sales booth, and the guy demonstrated it, because I was worried about washing long hair. He actually demonstrated on his own hair how to do it. After that, I was okay with it. Greg absolutely loves the shower. I like it, but it did take me a little while to get used to it. This is super simple. Let me show you how it's set up inside the van. We have right here our sponge, and it just connects through this tube, which then connects on this valve right here. Let me unhook this and show you what it looks like outside. You have found Explore Trek Adventure with Kelly and Greg. We cover everything camping from backpacking to adventure vans. If you're new to Revels, there's actually a spot in the back where you can hook up a shower. We don't actually use it that often because we have a shower in the inside. We don't use it for storage. We actually use it for showering. To give you an idea, our old shower head used 2.5 gallons per minute, where the Geyser system uses 0.2 to 1.3 gallons per minute, and that's like max. We don't even go that much. In a bit, we'll do a 1-minute test to show you how much water we use using this Geyser system. The kit actually came with a hook so you can hang your hose. We don't need it because the Revel has a built-in handle for that, and 3 sponges. This took about 2 seconds to install. You unscrew your shower head, the original one, and then you put the Geyser valve, you screw that on to your original RV shower hose. Let me turn on the pump in the water. We're just gonna do cold for this demonstration. But key tip, when you have found the temperature you want, keep it at that. Don't turn those valves off. You just turn it off here, and that way, every time you're gonna get the same temperature when you go into the shower.
Let me show you how I use this thing. I am very aware of the van's resources and know how much water we have, and I don't like to waste anything. I do this actually based on audio, and so I can hear the pump kick off, and my flow rate is around a That's how I know I'm getting just the right amount of water. So when I turn this on, you don't have to go too far. So you can hear that, that's a little bit fast. But you can see the water's gonna fill up the sponge and then start leaking out. So I'm gonna turn it down just a little bit. The whole idea of this system is while your water is basically soaking up the sponge, that's when you're applying it to your body. It takes a second for it to go. You're applying it to your body wherever specifically it needs to go. You're not randomly spraying it everywhere. So it fills up, you put it where it needs to go. It fills up, you put it where it needs to go. You can also go full blast if you really want to, but you really shouldn't need to. For long-haired people, or if you just really need a blast of water, you can pull this hose out, and they put this cordage on here. So if you pull that, it pulls like the little wings of the contraption out. And this, you can basically treat this just like the end of a hose. You can turn on and you can see, that's full blast. You can get some major water coming out of there. To give you an idea of the water flow, I'm gonna do full blast, and I'm gonna put it down to how much water I normally use. So this full blast, it gets some good distance. And that is about how much water I normally use. These sponges last quite a long time, and it really depends on also how you use it. I use this as a water delivery item. I'm not actually scrubbing my body with it, so it can really last a lot longer. If you're scrubbing your body with this, getting it dirty, you're gonna wanna change it more often. This is what a new sponge looks like. You can see the stitch lines, and you can see that it's really flat. Don't try to jam the hose in here when it's dry. You're gonna break it. Just get this thing wet first, let it soak in for a second, then you'll be able to stick the hose in there. So when you put it in, it goes in, and it is a little bit finicky to get in there. And once it's in, now when you pull on it, it just gets stuck, and so it doesn't fall off. If you are gonna shower outside, this is a decent option. This is the rug that we use for the slider door. It's inside-outside rug. We keep it in that little tube there, but it's enough to keep the dirt from splashing up on you if you're taking a shower out here. Let me get the flow right for our 1-minute test. There we go. Go. I'll just do it how I normally take a shower. I'll let it fill and I'll squeeze it. And you can see how long it takes to fill up. It takes a couple seconds to fill up, which gives you a chance to move it around, or if you're soaping up. And I suggest if you are soaping up, just turn it off. This is how much water we end up using in 1 minute. My average rinse off is only about 2 minutes, so not a whole lot of water. We're going to measure it out with this cup because that's all we've got in the van.
That ended up being almost 6 gallons of, 6 gallons, that's crazy, 6 cups of water, which is 0.38 gallons. So when he takes his 2-minute showers, that's 0.76 gallons of water. Not even a full gallon. And that thing, it holds 21 gallons of water. So not a big waste of water. Now when I shower, I use a little bit more water, probably closer to 2 gallons since I have a lot of hair to wash, but it's not quite as big a deal anymore now that Greg has his new water filtration system set up where we can get water out of the stream like that over there, which we'll talk about next week. And for those people that are camping that don't have a shower to retrofit, Geyser makes an all-in-one system. It's got the pump, the heater, everything you need for off-grid showering. I'll put a link down in the description below at our complete setup that we have, so it's easy for you to find. You can go watch this video next. You can find us at explorertrekadventure.com, and we'll see you next time.